All right, so real quick, um, pass directing. All right, so oftentimes what will happen is that you'll want to pass a certain player the ball, and if you pass them the ball, many times what the artificial intelligence would do is they would redirect your player into the defense. All right, so you could not be directing them any direction, or you could just be directing them into a different direction. But if the AI, let's say they want you to get a turnover, or they want whatever you're doing to be defended, they will, when you pass the ball, you press the button to pass the ball, they will redirect your player into the opposing team's defense in order for you to get a turnover, or in order to be able to defend whatever your plan or your strategy is. So right here, or in another case, what will happen is you would be directing a person in a certain direction where there is defense, but you will give them the ball ahead of time. And what the AI would do, if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't really even notice this. What the AI would do is they would slide your player far ahead when you pass the ball. They will levitate them, basically push them further up, so that by the time you pass it, or before the pass is able to reach your guy, he's on the other side of the defender. So now when you pass it, you get a turnover, if that makes sense. So you'll be your guy will be in front of the defense driving, and you're passing it. By the time it gets to him, they will glide him behind the defender in order for the defender to be able to actually steal the ball. All of this is done intentionally, but in this instance, just pay attention. All right, look at Giannis's body. When I get ready to pass it, you're going to see him jerk to the right, even though he was going another direction, and I did not guide him that way. He had an easy route going up the left side of the court where no one was going to be able to stop him, but he was forced into going into the defense in order to prevent that from happening. So check it out. I get the ball. Wait a minute. Look at Giannis. I get the ball. I want to pass it to Giannis. As soon as I get ready to pass it, boom. You see him ditch over to the right for no reason. Like I said, he got the left side of the court. This is what I wanted him to do. This is where I was guiding him to go. The AI, understanding the scenario at hand, did not want that to happen. So in order to prevent that, because they know that's an automatic point, Curry or neither one of them three dudes up there was going to stop him. Zion wasn't going to stop him either. It was a wrap. So understanding that, when I get ready to pass it, boom, he ditches over to the right and get the turnover. That's what was in the AI's narrative. So once again, look at the direction he's going, and I'm guiding him that direction. But when the pass comes, he goes the opposite way, because it was scripted for that to happen. That's what the AI wanted. That's their way of saying, no, we're not going to allow you to get that. We're not just going to allow you to do that. All right, you're going to get a turnover instead. The AI's main purpose, besides orchestrating the game to, feel like you're playing, is also to help to give computers some sort of an advantage. All right, they have not programmed the CPU well enough to compete, so they have to do things of this nature in order to create the illusion that somehow computer is competitive or competent enough to beat you. But they're still not competent enough. The game is just enforcing narratives. It's forcing things to happen. Like this right here, it forced that to happen. That was a forced turnover. He was not going that way. I was not directing him that way. But he was forced to go that way because I had an easy bucket coming, and the AI did not want that to happen. Not only that, but pay attention to Zion too. See, the game, understanding what was about to go down, they allowed Zion to have this unnatural zip across the left side of the court, right? In order to catch up and prevent Giannis from getting what he was supposed to have gotten. That's how you also understand that the AI controlled that scenario. All right. Look at that. Boom. All of a sudden, he's in front of Giannis. Or all of a sudden, he's like, I mean, way in front of Giannis. Zip. Once he hit Curry, he zipped past him. Because he was supposed to catch him coming up the left side. All right? The AI understood what was going on. He was supposed to catch him coming up the left side. But they redirected him anyways. This is a cheating ass game. And they put a decent amount of effort into actually programming the AI to do the things that it does. They put a decent amount of effort into this. This took some time. But what would have taken more time is actually programming the computer to be competent enough to actually compete. So they went the lazy route and programmed the AI to have all of this stacked up layers of different codes and ticks and glitches and animations that would, help computer appear to be competitive. But that'll just about do it. Peace.